Hi, today I am introducing a product that I'm recommending our school get, which is Kurzweil's Firefly 3000. And that is a very fancy name, I know. It addresses our school's mission of having accessibility and inclusion for all of our students. So how exactly does that? How does this do that? Well, this Kurzweil product is addressing literacy. And as we know, the students must be able to comprehend what they're reading in any subject area. So if they don't have the literacy skills to decode, they're not going to understand what they're reading in their English class or their science class or social studies, etc. So we all know literacy is the key to everything opening up for the students. So this product is literacy technology that is based in research, and there is a lot of research behind it and how it works. I know this because I looked into it, and you could have the chance to do that too if you like. What it also does is it can transform any text to speech, and this of course is going to support a lot of our students. Now, how powerful is that idea? We have a lot of teachers that are reading text that they would love to have an audio version, but they just can't get their hands on it, and they can't, spend hours recording these texts for students. So this takes the that pressure out, and it can take any reading and transform it from text to speech, which is fantastic. It also addresses decoding and fluency skills, and we know that students, the faster they can decode, they actually can comprehend what they're reading. So this increases their decoding skills. It's also very flexible because a teacher can use it as the whole class, or just a small group, or just an individual. So basically what we're looking at is it's a flexible literacy tool, and it uses UDL principles, Universal Design for Learning. How exactly is Firefly addressing our student learning goals? Well, here are some hot topics. This is showing deep reading comprehension at high levels. So students will have the ability to comprehend text at ever-increasing complexities. This helps support that by a lot of different scaffolding techniques. It also takes a multi-sensory approach to the readings. So besides the text-to-speech, there's also video, there's pictures, there's a lot of different ways that this product is going to help students comprehend what they are reading. It has a decrease in decoding time, as we talked about. It focuses on close reading. It helps students also focus on identifying key concepts in the text. So all of these are addressing our major learning goals for the school. Exactly how can this be used in the classroom? Teachers might be wondering, well, what can I do with this? This all sounds great, but what exactly tangibly can I do with this? Well, here's just a few highlights. You can put together anticipatory sets. One that I particularly like is that teachers can embed instruction into the text using either their voice or notes, and so basically they can model close reading and have that recorded so each student can access it in class, outside of class, at any future date. So that's really a powerful tool to have. Students can easily highlight. This is another thing that goes back to the idea that any reading can be used. So a lot of teachers have textbooks, and they want to have students annotate the work so they can do some close reading, but how can you write in a textbook? So this is taking that and allowing that ability for students to do that. You can easily put together text-to-text comparisons. Students can take text and write outlines about them right there within the space. using graphic organizers for what they are reading, and you have, on the left-hand side the reading, on the right-hand side you have the graphic organizer. It's rather immediate. Teachers can also put together quizzes so they can do a lot of formative assessments while the student is using this work. So these are just a few ideas and highlights of how this can be used in the classroom, and it's a very robust program. So there's a ton of other things that we can also do with this. This is a short video which I'm not going to show you right now, because while it's short, it's 5 minutes long. So take a look at it when you have a chance, but basically it's highlighting a school that mirrors so many schools, but it does mirror our school, in which there's a certain percentage of students who are qualified as having learning disabilities, but it also addresses the fact that many students need scaffoldings and supports in comprehending text. So take a look at that when you have a chance. And now, well, this might all sound great. What are we going to do about this? So we know that some teachers are a little scared about getting some newfangled software. Well, first of all, I can assure you that the program in itself is really very easy to use. So we don't have to get intimidated by it. But we also have many supports available to us. If we like, we could have on-site training. We could also have online training. We can also have self-study courses, which are available, again, at whatever time a teacher or a parent or an administrator would like to access it. There is a ton of free webinars that can be used, also a very large amount of how-to videos in YouTube, and there's also an ongoing blog that teachers and users are all contributing to, so we can get a lot of information is available for us. So that's really a highlight here. And of course, we can always have in-house PD and have a turnkey session or sessions. Going over the technical requirements, we are not having much issues because this is going to be a web-based program. It's not going to be housed on any individual computer. So we just need to know what computers do we need, what kind of power do we need. So I know we have a lot of different computer carts in our school, and we're going to be able to cover it. You can see that the requirements are rather low. So for teachers who have computers that are using Windows, it can take these operating systems, which everybody has because they're not brand new. Or if you have the Apple Macintosh, you can see the Mac OS. This is all rather easy. And I know that we have these. And then also there's an app for those teachers who are using iPads. So the requirements are rather minimal, so this is going to be a good thing. The only thing we want to make sure of is that the browsers are up to date, and so they'll be compatible with the software. It's also important that the speakers are functioning. I'm also recommending that the students use individual headphones, because then we're going to have everybody listening and talking at the same time, and that might be a little confusing. And then one thing we can look at is to make sure that we have effective bandwidth, maybe increasing that. But it doesn't even take that much, so we'll be okay. Now, what about the cost? Always important, isn't it? Well, it is a web license and it's good for 1 year, so it's how much will it cost us per year. Now you can see here the prices vary greatly. If you just have one user, it's $700 a year. Okay. Now, if you have 2 to 9 users, it's $400 per license. Getting better. If you have 10 to 29 users, it's $200 per license. But we have more than 29 users, so what should we do? Maybe we should go for this. This is $4,000 per year, and this is for the entire school, the entire site. So I would recommend going for that. Also, we can look into the fact that they have multi-year and multi-sites discounts. So we might be able to pair with another school if they're interested and save even more money. And then within this year, there's always going to be free upgrades. Now, to just push this also, because it is cloud-based, it can be accessed at home, and this is a fantastic way that we can get parents involved in their child's schoolwork. So I think this is another powerful reason why we should go for it. This is just a quick overview of the awards that Kurzweil has received for its powerful software. So take a look at that when you have a chance. And I just wanted to show you a few screenshots just so you can have an idea of what the layout looks like. But of course, we can arrange to have a free trial at our school, and we can toolbox that for a while, sandbox it. So what we see here is that there is a floating toolbar available, and this helps students, navigate through the different things that they're doing. Another screenshot here shows that students are reading this article that's from the web, but is now put into Firefly. And when they don't understand a word, they can immediately highlight it, and it goes to the online dictionary, and it also will give other information like synonyms, how many syllables there are, even a picture. So this is how we have multi-sensory support. I talked about this a little bit, but here you go. Here is a web page from the USA Today, and now students can easily highlight and annotate within this realm. And then finally, we have this text-to-speech, which can take anything that the student highlights and then can read back to them. And that's also great ELL support. Here's another video that you can take a look at, and you can see how this product is being used in classrooms. And it shows that all of the product uses all UDL principles, and it works for students with learning disabilities and students without learning disabilities. It's just fantastic scaffolding for all students. And finally, I have just highlighted reasons why I feel we should choose this product. The first one is it's easy to use. You can't beat that. And it supports everybody. It supports the L's. It supports students with learning disabilities. It supports diverse learning styles. It just hits every marker that we need. It is a creative use of technology, and it's very robust use too. We have full text support available to us, so we're not going to be floundering out there. It is relatively affordable, and considering the amount of students we have on reduced or free lunch, we may be eligible for some grants that are available, so we can look into that. It's also highly versatile since it is web-based. We don't need to install software on all of our machines. They work on all of our machines, and of course, it's available to the students 24/7. Now, if you would like to read some more about how this is research supported, I included a link for you, and there is a bunch of peer-reviewed articles you can look at. And so finally, look, this product, its results has been proven to increase learning fluency, and as we know, that is the key to success in school, maybe in life. Okay, so I hope you'll take a closer look at this, look at some of the resources that are within here, and go along with my recommendation that we bring this into our school because it is a robust, worthwhile product for all of our students. Okay, thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.